Enemy of the state. If you are a target, that's what they're calling you. So, yeah. In my opinion, Snowden wasn't bullshitting about one thing. And that's the famous quote, you know, being called a traitor by Dick Cheney is the highest honor you can give an American. Enemies of the state. Right. Okay, you can delete my comments. You can even delete me. But you can't delete what I've already said and posted and the information I've already put out there. So. Okay. Quote. We shall have world government, whether or not you like it, by conquest or consent. James Warburg, Foreign Relations, 1950. Now, the New World chain, political, military, economic, scientific, cultural, religious power. Now, these all come down and meet with technology and Cointelpro. Now, another quote. Countless people will hate the New World Order and will die protesting against it. H.G. Wells, 1939. Yes, and they have been for centuries. But, of course, they are going to make it look like a good idea or a necessity. New World Order. One government, one economy, one military, one society, one religion. And that's supposed to be Satanism. And that's coming from the UN. That's coming from the mouths of the UN. All of which will be controlled and enforced. Now, the goal is becoming accomplished through secrecy conditioning tricks. Look at any corporation, medical, banks, everything. It's all structured as a pyramid. All right, this is exactly what you need to do kind of with yourself inside as a targeted individual when dealing with these things. Compartmentalize. Now, how a corporation is set up is the people at the top of the pyramid, they have the full knowledge. And the further you go down the pyramid, the more the people, the less they know about the ultimate goal. So, and then you get all the way down to the general public. So you want to really compartmentalize your emotions and your experiences properly. And keep them in their place as much as you can. Now, okay, Illuminati. This means the enlightened ones. That's what the word Illuminati means. No, they're not enlightened ones, okay? Sri Neem Karoli Baba, that's an enlightened being. Sri Ramana Maharshi, Jesus, Ananda Mayama, these are true enlightened beings. Anyone who claims to be an enlightened being couldn't be one. It's impossible. Just like we can't have a number of citizens who would make a fantastic president, but they would never run. And that's essentially why they would make a great president. Oh. And I just wanted to throw something out here. All right, occult, the actual meaning of the word occult, it means hidden. All right, it doesn't mean evil. It doesn't mean Satan. It doesn't mean religion. It means hidden. So that's what we're really talking about when we're talking about the New World Order, the occult, the Illuminati. Now, something really important here, you guys. You've got to be scientific about when we're building this case for ourselves. I'm not saying that there aren't supernatural things going on and that isn't a part of the universe and life, but we want to present the best case possible with scientific facts and documented evidence. We have those things. Then you can go chasing around chem clouds in your van or trying to outrun them. And let me be clear about the chem clouds. On my channel, I'm putting these up because they are a threat to us as a whole. A huge threat. We've gone into that. I'm not saying that people are placing these clouds over my house just for me. That's neither here nor there. It really wouldn't even matter anyway. I'm trying to get the awareness of what these clouds are and what they're for out there. So let's not take it to a spooky level and start trying to outrun these things. Not yet. And then when we have some kind of victory, then we can be, as mystical and magical as we want. But that kind of shit, it just doesn't appeal to the general public. So, like, fairies and aliens aren't a good countermeasure. Fairies walking around inside of alien bodies. The man off of Gotham Nation, I was cracking up. The way he put it was, Sasquatch, baby ghost, Jesus, extraterrestrial inside of you. This is the kind of shit that people are clicking on and hearing from TIs. And I understand the damage that happens during these campaigns, but these are not good countermeasures. If you want to help yourself and you want victory, we have to play on the world's general thinking playing field still. We just have to. It's the way it is. So, Sasquatch, baby ghost, Jesus, extraterrestrial inside of you, it doesn't fly. He's absolutely right. I think I hit like on that video. I'm not sure. I will. I'll go back and make sure. Check it out. Some people believe in Bigfoot and they aren't thrown into asylums or called crazy and dismissed. Well, they're called crazy, but not nearly on the level that we are. And we have evidence. Alright. Basically, everything, when you bring it all together, this is all a science. There's different sciences to pieces of this and the world. Like there's Nazi science, which is really just an arm of this science. Cointelpro is a science, all right? While it might be called many things, gang stalking, harassment, torture, counterintelligence, it's really a science. And I invite you to pick it apart because there's a lot of evidence there to support our voicings and experiences. Now, I was living in Palm Springs for a while, and the dude off Gotham Nation was talking about this as well. This caught my ear. In Palm Springs, a bunch of gay men complained about hearing a female voice by the name of Lucy that was insulting them all day. Now, you guys, this is something that's blamed on illness, but this cannot be illness. These are not symptoms of illness. You can't, it just doesn't work. These people have the same monologue, the same script, same everything. How do you explain that? I guess you can blame whatever you want on mental illness or whatever you don't understand. It's documented stuff like that people aren't looking at and they're not talking about enough. So if you're going to blame something so mystical and magical like that on mental illness, and then call us crazy, when you're just willing to dismiss facts? All right. Resistance is futile. No, it's not, you guys. No, it's not. It has weak points. This is not true. It just puts up a really good act. It's really convincing, I know, but it's not true. Why, if this was true, would they be throwing so much money and time at something that, is supposed to be just a given? Resistance is futile. Really? Then why do you have to keep driving that point home? Yeah, all right. No, resistance is absolutely the answer. This is one of the enemy's weak points. They do have them. A lot of them. That's why the operation has to be the way that it is. Covert force. You guys, don't be afraid to resist. Even though it gets worse before it gets better, we're gonna make this right. I promise. I promise. Don't be afraid. Resistance is not futile as long as you resist.